The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of King Herod, behold, Magi from the east arrived in Jerusalem, saying, Where is the newborn King of the Jews? We saw his star at its rising, and have come to do him homage. When King Herod heard of this, he was greatly troubled, and all of Jerusalem with him. Assembling all the chief priests and the scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. They said to him, In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it has been written through the prophet, And you, Bethlehem, land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, since from you shall come a ruler who is to shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod called the Magi secretly, and ascertained from them the time of the star's appearance. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word, that I too may go and do him homage. After their audience with the king, they set out. And behold, the star that they had seen at its rising preceded them, until it came and stopped over the place where the child was. They were overjoyed at seeing the star, and on entering the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother. They prostrated themselves and did him homage. Then they opened their treasuries and offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they departed for their country by another way. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
They traveled about 800 miles from Persia, modern-day Iran. The Gospel of Matthew calls them Magi, and they were a priestly caste of people. They were wise men of astrological and mathematical knowledge. They were Persian kings of knowledge, not so much of territory. But before they got there, the first unexpected visitors of the Nativity were the shepherds. And the shepherds did not bring gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, but they did bring a gift, and they received it from angels. And the shepherds over here, they're examples of re-gifters. They brought a song that they got from the angels. The shepherds at the Nativity were the first Catholic choir, and their song was not jingle bells to baby Jesus, but what the angels said, Glory to God in the highest. And maybe they didn't sing it like we do. And again, that's a gift that we bring to God with most masses, not in Advent, not in Lent. We don't necessarily bring gold, frankincense, and myrrh, but we bring the song of the angels that the shepherds brought, and we continue to bring before our Lord. And that's what they had to offer. They gave it to Mary, the first lyrics of the first Christmas song, Glory to God in the highest. And Scripture tells us when all these unexpected guests and visitors were coming to the Nativity, Mary pondered these things and kept them in her heart. The heart of Mary is the first recorded home movie of Christmas. It was etched in her heart, and later she would be the one to tell that full story. And I said this at our Mass for Mary, Mother of God, this week. Mary is always present in the Catholic Church. No matter if a church is full or empty, there's a feeling of holiness here for two reasons. One, the tabernacle, consecrated Lord of the host. And also, the Catholic Church is the sanctuary for Mary, not just in statue form, but her heart is here. This Christmas scene, it did not come from St. Francis of Assisi put together a nativity with figures and real animals. The origins of all this image and the whole story is the heart of Mary. And when we unpack our nativity sets and put it out here in church or here at home, we first unpack what was left on Mary's heart. Then we get our fingers to put them out there. This is representative of that. The heart of the woman. And if you think that is far-reaching, it's not. Because all of us could ask our mother, tell us the story of how it began, and then they can give it to us. It's the same thing with her. It represents her heart is in our presence. And so that's that part. Today we hear about kings, and we hear about one in particular, Herod the Great. He was not the real king of the Jews. He was not God's anointed king, like King David was. And he was not the anointed as Messiah, like Jesus would be. Herod was given that title, king, by the Romans, the Roman Senate. And if you know your history, Western civilization, a man named Pompey, who was a contemporary of Julius Caesar, conquered Judea and gave Herod the title of king. And if you remember Good Friday, the significance who was really in charge of Judea, Jewish priest, and even Herod Antipas, who was the son of Herod the Great. They surrendered Jesus for crucifixion to the Romans. Pilate, the procurator, the administrator, he asked the crowd of Jews, "Should I crucify your king?" And then the crowd said yes to Rome. They knew that Rome was the only one who had the power. And so, 33 years after the fact of Herod giving the order to kill all the newborn males, especially in that Bethlehem area, 33 years after the fact, Herod the Great's will was fulfilled. The child would be killed, but it would be on God's terms and for God's reasons. But it did happen. Back to the Herod the Great and what we remember today, the three kings from the east. The sight of those three kings in the court of Herod opened Herod's eyes about what was happening. It's the first of many instances of eyes being opened because Jesus entered the world. Check the New Testament, and it's also the way that Jesus works in our lives. On some occasion, he'll open our eyes to see what we need to see, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. In the Gospels, we hear about Simeon in the temple holding the child Jesus and saying, "My eyes have seen your salvation." And at the end of the Gospel of Luke, road to Emmaus, disciples were walking with a man after the crucifixion of Jesus, and they sat down and had a meal together, and Jesus broke bread before them, same as we do at the Catholic Mass. And when he broke the bread, something snapped in them, and they recognized that man as being resurrected Jesus. Their eyes were open in the breaking of the bread, which should happen to Catholics at some point in time in their lives, some point. And then in the Acts of the Apostles, Saul, he was riding on his horse, got knocked down, was made blind, and then when he realized it was Jesus who did that to him, scales fell from his eyes and he could see. These are the themes of Epiphany, which means manifestation. As soon as Jesus came into the world, it continued to happen. This is the high point that we celebrate today with these three kings. But it continued to happen as long as he walked the earth, and even continuously for us Catholics. He can open our eyes. Anyways, back to Herod and this. He knew something was happening, and so he asked the scribes, as we have in the Gospel, and he asked them, "Does Scripture foretell of a newborn king?" And they said, "Yes, sir. In Bethlehem, the land of Judah, town of David, will come a ruler who will shepherd the people of Israel." And these unexpected visitors were also a flashback to Herod's court. This part doesn't mean much to you and me, but it's a significant part of salvation history. is the Persian king who freed Jews, freed them from Babylonian captivity. He allowed them to go home. He allowed them to worship. He allowed them to build that second temple that Herod was in this gospel time, right here. And Cyrus the Great was considered liberated. Even Prophet Isaiah, chapter 44, calls him shepherd and anointed. And so after 500 years since Cyrus the Great, the Persians are back, not as one person, but as three kings. And notice that they did not get down before Herod the Great. They did not prostrate themselves. That itself was a sign. The court of Herod the Great was right to be scared, because this meant the end to them and the beginning of something new when these three Persians came. And it was not to Herod that they didn't prostrate themselves. They did it before Jesus. As kings of knowledge, they knew when they got to the nativity scene, you are the one. Prophets foretold you, your ancestors have waited for you, and the heavens confirmed. Again, they were experts in the heavens. That was their scientific confirmation. They got down on the ground. And their gifts, gold. We remember these gifts as Catholics and what they represent. Gold for a king. Frankincense for a deity. In the ancient world, you would incense where you believe your deity was. And myrrh for his anointing at his burial. And who's to say that that myrrh was not used at our last stations of the cross? The three kings were kings of knowledge. They knew things that nobody else knew about what was happening. And maybe they knew that that king needed some special reverence for his body to anoint him at his death, because his work would not be done after his death, at his death. And who's to say that Mary didn't carry these gifts with her throughout her life? You moms carry still things from your kids 20, 30, 40 years back. Who's to say that what Jesus was anointed with, it wasn't from the three kings from the beginning? And then, having been directed by the heavens in a dream, they're told, go back now, but don't you go back to Herod. And then after this, the star goes out of the sky. It's not needed anymore. Just as Christmas lights go out, we put them out. And all would await for a light to shine. No longer from heaven, but from the Christ below. And after the Epiphany, the Holy Family, they would have to move on. Just like all of us have to move on after a big event. Birth of Jesus, that we believed afterwards, the light would be among us. You can move on. It's okay that the light is on from above, because the light is among us. The Holy Family can move on. We do as well. Not of us, among us. Kept secure in the church and in the hearts of Catholics.